Did 3 lives yesterday. Man, what? Talk about the dedication. Talk about the hard work. But like I tell you guys, yesterday is over and yesterday is gone and yesterday doesn't count. But that 3P took some energy. And I'm going to say this again, that 3P took some energy. So we're going to sip a latte in the building with the guys, man. And today's topic, we're going to talk about moving out. I'm going to probably make a separate video, but somebody said, Mr. Keep It Simple, thanks to your content, I finally moved out. But let me tell you guys something. First things first, when you move out on your own, don't catch any feelings in a new city. Don't catch any feelings when you got your own place. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of people don't talk about this, but a lot of these guys that are running around dating, they living with these women. And I'm going to say this again, a lot of these guys running around dating, they living with these women. They living with these chicks, and they not giving you the actual 2K stats. They not giving you the actual artifacts that they living with these women. You feel me? Half of these dudes that are heavy in the dating game, they got a tote at the woman's spot. They post it up. They lit. They post it up like a stop sign at the woman's spot. So when you out on your own, first things first, when it comes to dating, you guys have to understand, listen, if you out on your own, don't get your hopes up with any woman. First things first. And I'm going to say this again. If you out on your own, don't get your hopes up with any woman. Society like to hype women up, but the reality is what happens if she leaves. The reality is what happens if she disappears. The reality is what happens if she gets crushed by your right-hand man and take his right hand and put his right hand on her right thigh. What happens then? You know what's going to happen? You're going to get down in the rut. You're not going to want to go to work. You're going to start calling out. The next thing you know, you're going to be back at your mother's house. No. As a man, if you out on your own, don't take women serious. And a lot of people are like, what? Don't take women serious. Because I'm going to tell you, when you out on your own, you got your own spot, and then you get involved with a woman, you get your hopes up, your dopamine spikes start running high, and then when she disappears, you're going to be like, yo, what happened? And you ain't going to feel it anymore. No, on this journey, you got to be 10 toes down, let everything catch up to you. And I'm going to say this again, you got to be 10 toes down, let everything catch up to you. You feel me? You can't be out here on this journey. And as far as partying, screw partying. If you got your own spot, why are you partying? That's why you got your own spot. A lot of people that party, they don't got their own spot. You know, they don't got their own spot. That's why they partying. You feel me? So when you got your own spot, you got to really take life serious and understand the first of the month, your landlord is not playing with you. First of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Cash your checks and come on. Shout out to Cleveland. First of the month, your landlord not playing with you. And then depending on the complex that you live, you probably got 16 days to get right. And then if you get right after the 16 days, you turn around, you got 15 more days to pay the rent again. So on this journey, listen, you gotta let these women know that you're busy. You know what I mean? Because 9 out of 10 as a man, I already know on this journey, you feel me? The devil is busy, temptation is busy. On this journey, you feel me? You're gonna be, listen, especially when you're working out, especially when you're grinding, you feel me? Your flesh gonna want to crack something. It's gonna want to crack something like an Alaskan crab, and you got to fight through that, you feel me? Because when it's all said and done, the temptation and the feeling of, you feel me, wanting to crack something, that stuff is real. That stuff is really real, and you got to overcome that temptation because you got to pay rent, you feel me? Every step of the way, you got to understand that you out on your own now, you feel me? And when it comes to borrowing money for rent, you feel me? Good luck with that one, you feel me? That ain't going to happen, you feel me? So trust and believe. I'm proud of all you guys stepping up to the plate. I'm proud of all you guys, you feel me? We might have to stand up. We might have to come into the light. Hold on real quick. Got you. Got the tripod on early in the morning. We working. I had a slow start though. Had a very slow start. You feel me? But it is what it is, man. 3-peat was crazy yesterday. 3-peat was crazy yesterday. 3-peat was crazy yesterday. And I just want to say, man, to all you guys out there, man, that's really decided, listen, I'm gonna live on my own. You can do it, man. You can do it. Listen, I tell you, man, on this journey, it's all about control. You know, if you could control your energy, you good. You know, 'cause a lot of people, like I said, it's the ups and the downs, you feel me? The highs and the lows, you feel me? But if you could control your energy, at the end of the day, you good. I suggest don't take any woman serious on this journey. Until you actually got your lane, until you actually ready to settle down. So don't get open. Don't get open. Don't let your heart feel flurry. Don't let your heart feel mushy. You know what I mean? Because these women, when they disappear, it's going to do a number on your head. You're going to be second guessing yourself. You're going to be asking, why do I want to wake up in a new city? Easy, because you're in a new city. Why do I want to wake up in a new... Easy, because you're in a new situation, you feel me? But a lot of these guys, like I said, they've been dating since high school. They've been dating since early college. So all they know is the game, you feel me? And I'm going to say this again, all they know is the game. They don't know nothing else but the game. All they know is the game, you feel me? The game got to be played, the game. Listen, when you out on your own, there's no game. And I'm going to say this again, when you out on your own, there's no game. You feel me? It's no game. You out on your own. You out on your own, there's no game, you feel me? Like, I got 0 chicks calling my phone, you feel me? When I mean 0 chicks, I got 0 chicks calling my phone, you feel me? I got 0 chicks texting me. But you know what? My rent paid, and that's the only thing that matters is the rent paid. You feel me? You know what I mean? But in reality, at times I'll be like, yo, but it's the reality when you live it on your own. And a lot of people don't want to talk about this because a lot of these guys out here playing games. It's easy to play games when you only breaking your mom off for $250 for rent. It's easy to play games when you only making partial payments and you breaking your mom off $300 for rent. You know, at that point, it's easy to play games, but to all you guys out there, out of your own, stay in the fight. And like I said, man, these women, I want to take these women serious because these women, I'm telling you, they be disappearing. When I mean disappearing, they be disappearing. Ric Flair, woo! And you don't know where they went. You feel me? But when you got rent to pay, you like, yo, it's the first of the month and you've been down. It's the first of the month. You've been calling out. And then when you out on this journey and you messing with these women, you at work, you can't even really focus because, you feel me? You got open. You was hoping. You got open. You wanted to get in her ocean. You feel me? Now, when it's all said and done, she left you. Now it's like, yo, you down. So on this journey to us moving out, that's what I do. You feel me? It be hard because I be seeing some things, but I don't interact with any woman because a lot of these women, you feel me? A lot of people play mind games. It ain't no mind games, you feel me? Like 1 minute they like you today, next minute they disappear. So it's like, yo, what do we do? You feel me? We gotta keep paying the rent. We gotta keep marching. We gotta keep stepping, you feel me? See, a lot of people don't really understand. And I'm gonna say this again, a lot of guys don't really understand that nobody really got your back on this journey. You know, they gonna pretend that they got your back. They gonna act like they got your back, but in reality, they don't really got your back. And I'm gonna say this again, in reality, they don't really got your back. They will pretend that they got your back, but they don't got your back. So remember that. And when you meet your friends, listen, no new friends, no. You don't need to meet no new friends on this journey. You out on your own. You ready to hold it down. You ready to go out. You ready to be responsible. You know, I think that's the key, you know, being responsible. And I feel like if you guys are responsible, you're going to win. And I'm going to say this again. If you guys are responsible, you're going to win. It's just a matter of time. You feel me? And then not only that, when you out on your own, you build confidence like that. You feel me? Because you gotta understand. Listen, the world is your oyster. The world is your playground. You feel me? Wherever you want to go, whatever city you want to live in, you can live there. You can live in whatever city you want to live in. If you want to live in Seattle, you could live in Seattle. If you want to live in Minnesota, you can live in Minnesota. You see what I'm saying? Like, something happened with the Wi-Fi. But, you know, if you want to live in Minnesota, you can live in Minnesota. You can live wherever you want to live. So you guys have to understand on this journey, I would say, listen, just pay your bills, focus on the bigger picture, you know, and run it up and figure out where you want to live, figure out where you want to get some land. But you know what? To all you guys out there, you got to understand, like, the first of the month, it's nothing to play with, you know? You got to make sure that you're ready. You got to make sure that you're heavy, you know? Your car insurance, these things got to be addressed, you know? Your light bill, these things got to be addressed, you know? You know, food, and that's another thing too. You got to own, you know, eat out. I mean, go and cook, you know, eating out. You gotta stop and think, you feel me? Why you eating out like that? You feel me? And you just moved out on your own, you know? You guys could do it. See, I made a post yesterday and I said, yo, you guys could do it. And somebody said, yo, that's what he wants you to believe. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What do you mean? That's what I want them to believe. Of course, I want them to believe that they could do it. Of course, that's what I want. I want men to feel like, yo, I could do it. I could get my own spot. I could be somebody. I could be somebody. I forgot about the latte. I forgot about the latte. You guys, but I'm so excited about you guys moving out. I forgot about the latte. Like, I got to sip this latte. I gotta sip it. I gotta sip it. I bought it. I gotta sip it. Shout out to the FLS, man. You feel me? I woke up. I did the 3-peat. I woke up, I was feeling a little off, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie to you, I felt like crack or something this morning. I woke up, I was like, yo, where she at? Yeah, I was dreaming. I'm like, yo, where my baby at? Where my baby at? Only my pillow. I'm like, we got work to do. We got work to do, you feel me? So I said, I gotta check in with the FLS early, you know, because I don't even really be going live like this early. But I'm like, yo, I gotta check in with the FLS early, you feel me? You know what I mean? And shout out to all you guys out there tapping in, you feel me, early, you know what I mean? We out here, you feel me? Because my ecosystem, they help me. You see what I'm saying? Like, shout out to God, you know, all praises to God. But, you know, I don't have anybody to talk to in this journey. You know, 9 out of 10, when you out on your own and you independent, you feel me? You guys have to understand, like, it's just like, it's real. It's like, do or die. You feel me? Like, none of my guys, we not going to get evicted. We not going to do that because we understand on this journey, when we start to work on ourselves and, you know, we start to take care of ourselves, it's going to be a lot of distractions. You feel me? A lot of women, they gonna want to chill, they gonna want some of our time, you know what I mean? Salute all the women, but nah, bro, we gotta control the emotions, you feel me? Because the emotions, they be everywhere but your rent. You can't let your emotions get involved with your rent. And I'm gonna say this again, you cannot let your emotions get involved with your rent. You gotta stay focused, you gotta stay up, man. Like, as men, we can do this, man. All we gotta do is have tunnel vision and make sure that we really run it up. And I'm gonna say this again, all we gotta do is make sure that we got tunnel vision and we run it up. You feel me? Like, I don't care how I feel. I said, I gotta check in with the FLS today. Shout out to my guys checking in every step of the way. Every step of the way. We in the building, man. We can't lose. When I mean we can't lose, we just can't lose. You know, don't get attached. And I'm gonna say this again, don't get attached. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get too excited. Gotta stay locked in. The rent scoop. And I made a video on that. First of the month, the rent scoop. Can't give up. 9 out of 10 is just all emotions. And I'm gonna say this again, 9 out of 10 is just really all emotions. Just emotions. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna win. Trust and believe.
Let's have a discussion on that. I'm very aware of that whole process.
But you gotta believe. You gotta have faith. Shout out to all my guys checking in on the live. Shout out to my guy FLS in the building. Thank you guys for everybody subbing. Game time. No matter how you feel, it's game time. Every day is game 7. Yesterday's over. Even if you don't feel like it, tell yourself it's game 7. Especially when you're out on your own. It's definitely game 7. Feeling tired has nothing to do with your rent. Feeling tired has nothing to do with your bills. Your emotions doesn't matter. Your emotions, how you feel, these things doesn't matter. Consistent flow, consistency, that's what really matters the most. You know, so all you guys out there that's deciding to move out on your own, I think it's great. I wish you guys the best. And I think what happens is a lot of men, when they get their own spot, they won't want to start bringing something over to the spot. That's a whole nother topic. Don't just bring anything and everything over to your apartment, you feel me? You don't know who is who. Understand people are strangers. We live in a world where they want us to run out and meet strangers. Like they not strangers. They want to say get open on strangers like they not open on strangers. So don't just bring everybody back to your apartment, you know? Stay focused. And the things that you do have, take care of what you have. When you take care of what you have, that's how you get more, you feel me? And understand that once you got your own spot, listen, that's your base. That's your base. You can map it out, trap it out your apartment. Ain't nobody gonna see what you doing, you feel me? If you plotting at your cousin's crib, your cousin see your moves. If you plotting at your mother's crib, your mother, your auntie, everybody coming through see your moves. If you literally got your own apartment, listen, ain't nobody can see your moves. That's your base. That's your base. That's when you set it up. You set it up at your base. Listen, you guys make me proud because people laugh, people troll, but it's a lot of men, listen, they want to be independent. They want to be out on their own. And I think that's very important as a man to understand the storms, the tribulations, the trials. When you stand 10 toes down, you're not going to care if somebody betray you. They don't pay your rent. And it's crazy, I always mention when it's time to pay the rent, you're not going to see a hater in sight. When it's time to click on the portal, you're not going to see a hater in sight. So at the end of the day, listen, the name of the game is control. While you out on your own, don't let nobody control you. Don't let anything control your mind, you feel me? I done seen it. I done mentored people. They done stepped out, got their own spot, you feel me? Got caught up, dating sites, Bumble, and not even did, you feel me? You know what I mean? Like, so every step of the way, understand that women are great, but it's even better when you got your own. It's even better when you got your own spot, you feel me? But when you got your own spot, don't ruin that. Don't jeopardize that because you want to go out and date now. You want to go out and crack something now. No, bro. As men, it's hard, but we got to control our emotions, you feel me? We don't really need to be just cracking things to be cracking things, you feel me? Like, we really got to control ourselves. And a lot of guys, when they get out on their own, they get in these relationships, she start coming over, she start leaving some boy shorts, she start leaving some socks, she leave a toothpaste, she leave a toothbrush, she leave a macaroni pan. She leave a macaroni pan. Then after she leave the macaroni pan, next thing you know, she done moved in your spot, you feel me? Next thing you know, you going back and forth, you arguing. Next thing the cops coming through to your spot. We cannot have that. And I'm gonna say this again, we cannot have that as men. We gotta understand this journey is to get right, you feel me? Every move is calculated. And I'm gonna say this again, every move is calculated. That's just it, you know, calculated. On this journey, I understand it's gonna feel lonely at times. I understand, you know, you gonna feel like, yo, when I'm gonna get my woman, you get your woman when you run it up, you feel me? Until you run it up. In the beginning stages, you ain't even run it up yet. You gotta stay focused, man. And I'm telling you guys, when you feel like you really wanna date, listen, you gotta be established. If you ain't established, enjoy your own spot, set your own candles, set your own mood, cook your own food, do your own do, and understand, ain't nobody gonna treat you rude inside your own apartment. You guys could do it. There's just a lot of distractions, a lot of temptations on this journey, but let me tell you guys something. We came too far. We came too far to give up. We came too far to get tired. And when you step out on your own, and the dude that left me a comment, like I said, I'm gonna probably make a separate video on it, but to all my guys is like moving to a new city. You gotta survive in that city. You gotta win in that city. You feel me? You cannot lose in a new city. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna, listen, I cannot lose in Phoenix. You feel me? If I gotta sip a latte, I sip a latte. If I gotta go live, I go live, but I cannot lose in Phoenix. So a lot of you guys moving to a new city, you cannot complain in that city. You cannot lose in that city. You feel me? You feel me? It's up. You feel me? Every day is up. You feel me? Don't let anybody second guess your value. Don't let anybody second guess your worth. You feel me? Like, it's up. You feel me? I forgot I got the latte. You know, like, the name of the game is, you know, just staying focused every step of the way. People want your mind. They want your mind. They want your time, and they want your mind. Don't give them your mind and don't give them your time. Do you? Let these women catch up to you. You feel me? You can't catch up to them, because when you start to try to catch up to them, you're gonna miss your rent. You're gonna miss your rent, and you can't be like, oh, I got evicted because I was no. You gotta stay focused. You know, we don't point the finger at other people. You know, as a man, have your own spot. You know, independence, that's key. You know, your own car, that's key. Get it, your own car, that's key. Your own spot, that's key. You feel me? Keys open doors. You know, keys open doors. You know, keep doing what you got to do on this journey. You feel me? Every step of the way. Yeah, listen, the devil is busy. You feel me? The darker forces is busy. You're going to see something at Ross, you want to crack. You're going to see something at Walmart, you want to crack. But listen, get back to the grind, aka the trap. Listen, when it's all said and done, that's when we map it out and we trap it out. We straight trapping legally. We legal trapping. You feel me? We LT. We legal trapping. We out here for real. You feel me? Guys got to understand, we in a building. Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys that don't call your mother for help for your rent unless you need to. And if you need help for your rent, give your people, you know, give them some heads up, give them some time, give them some heads up, give them a couple weeks. But listen, as a man, you should always have DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Instacart, whatever gig work apps is out there. Have something out there to make sure that you cover, just in case HR lie on you, because HR really be lying low key. HR be hating, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Your managers, they might be hating, but when it's all said and done, when you out on your own, and if something happened to your finances, you only got a short window to recover. Remember that. And I'm gonna say this again, you only got a short window to recover. Remember that, you know? The window's short, you feel me? So remember that. You know, and once you remember, it's a short window. You don't got no time to be playing out here. You feel me? You know what I mean? You don't got no time to be dating out here. You feel me? 9 out of 10, a lot of the dating game boil down to you being controlled anyway. So you gonna control your rent, or you gonna get controlled, you feel me, by somebody that's gonna disappear, you feel me, and take off like Harry Potter, have you looking stuck on stupid like, yo, where she at? Where she at? No, where your rent at? Where your rent at? You feel me? Like, where your rent at? You feel me? You got your rent money? It's the first. You good? You feel me? You got your rent money? It's the first. What you doing, money? You got your rent money? What you doing, money? It's the first, man. Let me tell you guys something. These women look good, but just look at them. Just look, salute and look at them. But when you got, listen, when you trying to come up in life, how you gonna come up and you trying to stay afloat? How you gonna take care of her and you trying to stay afloat? How you gonna take care of her and you barely taking care of yourself? You feel me? How you gonna try to build with her and you have yet to build? Come on, man. Like, you guys have to understand. You feel me? Like, yo, these women look good. We gotta confess, because there be too much hating going on online about, oh, women this, women that. Listen, let these women do what they gotta do. As men, we gotta be independent. We gotta pay our rent. Bottom line, we on our own now, you feel me? Mama ain't home now. Daddy ain't home now. We on our own now, you feel me? Bank of America, no loan now, you feel me? You guys have to understand, we on our own now. Mama ain't home now. Daddy ain't home now. Bank of America, no loan now. When it's all said and done, you feel me? Listen, I got that. Listen, we got that dog in the fight, no bone now. When it's all said and done, they already know now, you feel me? I had to move for my hometown, you feel me? Now bases loaded bottom of the night, I'm a pitcher on my own mound, you feel me? Going fast, they telling me I need to slow down. Come on now, come on, man. You feel me? No more amateurs, we pros now, you feel me? You know what I mean? We moving fast, you feel me? Skirt. They like, you need to slow down. I cannot slow down. I'm on my roll now. I got to roll now. I'm at my home now, you feel me? Come on, man, you on your own now. Trust and believe. Put in that work. Move wherever you want to move to. Move to any city that you want to move to. Listen, the world is your playground. You grown, but remember that the world is your playground. If you want to live in Hawaii, you feel me? Surf's up Honolulu, you feel me? If you want to live in Utah, listen, live in Utah, you feel me? Wherever you want to live. If you want to live in Idaho, listen, you go live in Idaho, you feel me? Wherever you want to live, listen, if you want to go to Florida, you feel me? It is what it is. Go to Florida, you feel me? Get your gains in Gainesville. Shout out to Gainesville, we in a building, you feel me? Shout out to Tallahassee, we warriors like Seminoles. To all my guys in the building, I'm telling you. And then when you guys move out on your own, start a YouTube channel, you feel me? So, you know what I mean? Drop content about life, you feel me? First month, moving out on my own. Second month, moving out on my own. Just talk about it, you feel me? Help younger dudes out there that's 20 making that, you feel me, that move, you feel me? Making that move like you making that move. Because a lot of people, you feel me, they afraid. They got men out here living in fear. What happens if we don't make it? What happens if we fail? What happens if we don't prevail? What happens if our HR never responds to our email? What happens if a woman never gives us any text messages or details? What happens? What happens? What happens if we fail? What happens if we don't prevail? What happens if HR doesn't send us an email? What happens if this woman disappeared without giving us some details? What happens? I'm gonna tell you what happened. It doesn't matter what happens. What matters is you stay focused. What matters is you stay locked in. What matters is you stay putting in that work. You feel me? One thing about me, I'm going to put in that work. I'm going to put in that work. If I'm feeling tired, I'm checking in with the FLS, with the latte. You feel me? With the latte. You feel me? We gonna go live right now. It's 11:34. This is my first morning live of the year. When I mean my first morning live of the year, this is my first morning live of the year. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never. You see what I'm saying? Because you guys have to understand, man. Like, I be going hard, especially at night. I be dropping them lives. But I'm like, yo, it doesn't matter how you feel. I woke up today, I was like, oh man, another game 7. Sometimes it get like that for me too. You feel me? I woke up today, I was like, another game 7. But listen, I had to put my shoes on. I had to put my jersey on, which is my tank top on. You feel me? Yeah, another game 7. Another game 7. Another one. And another one. That's how it is, bro. Life ain't slowing down for you. Life is moving. While you sleeping, life is moving. While you sleeping, somebody working a graveyard shift. Every step of the way, life is moving, and it's moving fast. You feel me? Like, every step of the way. Remember that. You feel me? How you feel is how you feel. And how you feel doesn't matter. That's why a lot of people want to be famous, because they want people to care about how they feel. Let me tell you guys something. I did 3 lives last night. I woke up today like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But it doesn't matter. I'm back again. I'm back again, in and out with the jab. 1-2, 1-2. 11th and the 12th round, champion rounds. You feel me? Shout out to everybody, FLS supporting. We got a super sticker. I didn't even see that. Shout out to you guys for the super sticker. We in the building. You guys have to understand, like, thanks for your support. We out here as men. We growing as men. And like I said, the hardest part in this journey, I'm going to tell you, is wanting to be involved with female strangers. And I know it might be hard for them too, you feel me, when they find a guy that they want, but 9 out of 10, when you got bills to pay, you don't got no time to be second guessing, am I the guy she want? No, at the end of the day, listen, female strangers are female strangers. You remember that. You cannot feel down. You cannot stop your grind due to a female stranger that you met, that you approached. Like, you approached that. Like, you bought that in your life. You did that to you. And I'm gonna say this again, you did that to you. Remember that. Like, you feel me? When it's all said and done, don't let anything or anyone get you down on this journey. And I mean that. Don't let anything or anyone get you down on this journey. Because, and I'm gonna tell you, man, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna stand up. We're gonna literally stand up. When I mean we're gonna stand up, we're gonna literally stand up. We got the tripod, so we're gonna lift this up. Tripod, literally stand this up. You feel me? Shout out to all my guys in the building. We everywhere, man. When I mean like we everywhere, I really mean like we everywhere, man. Like when it's all said and done, you gotta trust the process. You feel me? Early start. You feel me? Out here getting a latte, had to stand up for the guys, man. Like I said, I had to stand up for the guys, you feel me? And they tell me, they said, Mr. Keep It Simple, you need to make content for women. I said, I need to make content for who? They said, Mr. Keep It Simple, you need to make content for women. I'm like, make content for women? We're gonna come over here because of that background music, you feel me? But they said, Mr. Keep It Simple, you need to make content for women. I said, make content for who? Make content for what? You feel me? And a lot of people, they be like, yo, we out here in the street, bro. That's what people gotta understand. Like, as a YouTuber, you can't be afraid to go out in the street, you feel me? So a lot of people like, yo, matter of fact, they be like, yo, Mr. Keep It Simple. You know what I mean? Life is beautiful. They say, yo, Mr. Keep It Simple. They say, you need to make content for women. I need to make content for who? I need to make content for what? Listen, when it's all said and done, we got men out here literally eating all the Captain Crunch at their mother house. They eat all the Captain Crunch at their father house, you feel me? So when it's all said and done, no, we gotta help men be ready to go out and be men. We gotta help men go out and get ready to hunt. Listen, I'm not turning my back on the guys. You feel me? They want me to turn my back on the guys. What do I look like turning my back on the guys? What do I look like turning my back on the troops? What do I look like turning my back on the FLS? You guys have to understand, no, it's not gonna happen. And when I say it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. We are seeing great progress. We are seeing great change. And I'm going to say this again. We are seeing great progress. We are seeing great change. We are literally out in the middle of the street. Cars are rolling by, but they seeing the hustle. They seeing the grind. Let me tell you guys something. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. You feel me? The days you go, no days off, trust and believe it's going to pay off. No days off. Everybody, they be seeing me in the street. They be seeing me out here recording. Listen, I be going hard on the boulevard. I told you guys, this is literally the boulevard. I told you guys, listen, we going hard on the boulevard. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to believe that. They be like, oh, he don't be going hard on the boulevard. Let me tell you guys something. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody. And I'm going to say this again. I don't got nothing to prove to anybody. You feel me? When I say we going hard on the boulevard, we literally going hard on the boulevard. You feel me? Like, we not, listen, as a man, when you move out on your own, create content, you feel me? Get a nice apartment and recoup the apartment. Drop content from your apartment. Recoup the apartment. Drop content from your apartment. Do what you got to do to make sure that you survive. Do what you got to do to make sure that you don't go back home. Do what you got to do and understand that you could do it. You got to believe that you could do it, man. Listen, this life is hard. This life is really hard. Today I woke up, I felt so tired. I did 3 lives yesterday. And I'm not complaining, but like, yo, I really woke up like, yo, another game 7. And I was like, yo, we gonna go get some coffee. We gonna get a little wired. You gonna you gonna go live. You feel me? And I said, listen, it's the AM. I gotta talk to myself too. You gotta talk to yourself on this journey. You gotta coach yourself. You gotta help yourself, because if not, you could just move around on autopilot. You could be on autopilot. You feel me? But if you actually help yourself and coach yourself, you could be like, yo, go rock alive. You feel me? I told myself, listen, I gotta go rock alive right now. You feel me? Black Rock Coffee. I'm like, yo, I gotta go rock alive right now. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to tell myself, get up and go rock alive. Get up and go check in with the FLS. Go check in with the ecosystem. I had no choice but to rock alive because I felt tired today. I was so tired today. I don't want you guys to think I'm an android. I don't want you guys to think that I'm Superman. You guys have to understand, like, I gotta smell the roses because I really woke up today and I felt a little tired. I felt human like you. I felt human like the guy on his couch for a second, but then when I locked back in with the FLS, and then when we see we got 114 people in the chat, boom, what? Lay down for what? Stay down for what? You feel me? Sit on the couch for what? You feel me? Hold the pillow for what? Snuggle for what? Hit the snooze button for what? For what? What? Come on, stop playing. You feel me? You guys have to understand, like, life is a fight and it's not easy. That's why we go hard. And I'm gonna say this again. Life is not easy. That's why we go hard. Going hard is our first option. Going hard is our first choice. And so many guys, they go hard, and then what happens is they get involved with a little woman. They see a little woman, they get a little open, and the woman disappear. Now they lack motivation. Now they don't want to go to the gym. Now they don't want to do these diamonds. Now they don't want to push up. Now they don't want to record. Now they don't want to go out on the boulevard. Now they just want to stay in the house, and that's how they get evicted. They be on, listen, staying on Bumble, that's how you get evicted. Being on Tinder all day, that's how you get evicted. Being on Hinge all day, that's how you get evicted. You guys have to understand, messing around with these women at the strip club, that's how you get evicted. Going out to the club, asking for phone numbers, going on multiple dates, and you know you don't got it like that, that's how you get evicted. Understand, evictions are real. As much as we want to congratulate getting new apartments, we still have to understand that evictions are real, and they happen when you lose focus. And I'm gonna say this again. They happen when you lose focus. So every step of the way, understand, for men, it's really game 7 for us. It's not easy being a man. That's why a lot of dudes don't want to be a man. That's why a lot of dudes, they call themselves a boy. You got dudes still till this day calling themselves boys. It doesn't matter what they got in their bank account. They call themselves a boy because being a man is hard. You feel me? Like, listen, going hard when you don't feel like it, listen, it's a tough job, but somebody got to do it. And I'm gonna say this again, it's a tough job. Listen, we got another super sticker. For some reason, I can't see the super stickers. I don't know, maybe new area, maybe something wrong with the Wi-Fi, but we got a couple of super stickers in the building. Thank you guys for your support. Listen, you guys watch my videos, and y'all, and you guys get pumped up. But let me tell you today's the first day I made a loan on the FLS. I made a loan on the FLS. I said, I need the FLS. Listen, iron sharpens iron. I said, I'm tapping in with the FLS, and I'm about to get strong. And now, boom, my morning just started, 11:44. And it's crazy. I just looked at the time, 44 in the chat. It's 11:44. My morning just got started. Just got a couple super stickers, you feel me? Morning just got started. You feel me? When I did a 3-peat. We went live, 3 lives. 3 lives. I woke up today and said, whoa, is it really game 7 today? You feel me? I really felt human. I felt human for a little bit. Then I had to go back ultra. Sometimes you got to go back ultra. It is what it is. Listen, it happens to the best of us. You feel me? At times we get tired as men. Listen, we go and get tired. Feeling of being burnt out is real. It's really real in the field. But listen, tapping in with the crew, tapping in with the ecosystem. Listen, all that tiredness just went out the window. All that feeling burned out, all that stuff just went out the window because this is what we do. And I'm gonna say this again. This is what we do. You feel me? I told you guys, from now on, I'm going full time on YouTube. Ain't nothing holding me back. So you know what? Today just opening my eyes. I need to do a couple morning lives here and there. You feel me? Now, I do like going live at night. You feel me? I do like pump up the volume with the late night crew, but it just hit me. We need to start really going live in the AM as well. We got to corner the market in the AM. Like, I'm not cornering the AM market. You feel me? Like, I'm only cornering the after hour market. You feel me? The night hour market. But what about the good morning? What about the latte? What about the latte market? What about the coffee market? I'm missing out on that. So sometimes in life, you gotta understand, sometimes you missing out. You feel me? And you can't judge your results unless you really try. I never really tried with the morning crew. Shout out to the morning crew. A lot of people right now, we in Phoenix, so it's still morning for us. A lot of you guys, you know, in the East Coast, you like, it's ain't morning, you ain't catch us. But one day I'm gonna catch you. One day I'm gonna catch you. One day I'm gonna catch up with the morning latte crew in Boston. One day I'm gonna catch up with the morning latte crew in Connecticut. One day I'm gonna catch up with the morning latte crew in Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? Shout out to North New Jersey in the building. Irvington, New Jersey, stand up. And I'm gonna say this again, Irvington, New Jersey. Shout out to all my guys in Irvington, New Jersey. They like a good coffee in the morning. Shout out to all my guys, Irvington, New Jersey, my second home. They like a good latte in the morning. We in the building, you feel me? As men, you gotta understand this journey. It's only meant for the strong, bro. You feel me? Like, being weak, that's a luxury we can't afford. And I'm gonna say this again, being weak, that's a luxury we can't afford. You feel me? Feeling down, that's a luxury we can't afford. And listen, like I said, when we can't afford, we can't afford. Listen, we can't afford that. Being down, that's too expensive. Woo, that's too expensive. To be down? Oh no, that costs too much. That costs too much. That's gonna cost, and that's what you gotta tell yourself on this journey. When you out on your own, you gotta tell yourself, no, feeling down, that's too expensive. You feel me? That's gonna cost you too much. You gotta keep going, you feel me? You guys have to understand. On this journey, you know, it's like, you gotta stay up no matter what. And I thank God to be a YouTuber, because if I tap in with my live, it's over. We going live. Just like that. If I tap in with my live, it's over. We going live just like that. If I tap in with my live, we go live. Feelings go out the window. When I hit that record button, feelings go out the window. When a tripod come out, feelings go out the window. You see what I'm saying? When I see people hitting that like button, feelings go out the window. You feel me? People sending super stickers, feelings go out the window. You got to understand, feelings are fleeting. They gonna come, they gonna go. And I'm gonna say this again, feelings are fleeting. They are gonna come, they are gonna go. But listen, your emotions don't matter. How you feel, it doesn't matter. Wake up, it's a beautiful world. Don't move to a new city and stay inside your apartment. I've seen it. Fear can have you stuck inside the house. Fear can have you afraid to come out. Fear can have you hiding. Fear can have you ducking for what? What men trust and believe there's an abundance out here. So what? She ain't feeling you now. Guess what? Are you feeling you now? How you feel now? You gotta feel you now. Speaking of the emotion, you listen, your emotion, you should be into you. And I'm gonna say this again, when it's come to your emotion, you should be into you. Shout out to all my people in the building. Shout out to all my people in the building. FLS, frontline soldiers, you feel me? We outside. Literally, we outside, you feel me? Posting up. You feel me? Map it out, trap it out. It's crazy how people will stand up, post up on a block. but they won't get a tripod and go outside and let their thoughts be known. You feel me? When it's all said and done, to all my guys moving out the house, understand that you could do it. You could do it. Just figure out what it costs. You feel me? Figure out the process. You feel me? Understand, if you don't got good credit, they're going to want, you feel me, probably the down payment, first month rent. Everything is possible. And I'm going to say this again. Everything is possible. Listen, trust in the Lord. God ain't going to set you up for failure, but you got to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. You still have to put in the work. And I'm going to say this again. God going to open doors, but you still have to put in that work. If you going to put in that work, listen, you going to win. YouTube, we put in that work right now, morning live. This might be the new thing. This might be the new thing. Waking up super early. Listen, I don't know, bro. I'm going on a marathon right now. Till we get to 60K, literally, I'm going on a marathon. Till we get to 60K, I'm going on a marathon. Let it be known, we going on a marathon. Till we get to 60K, we in a building. We going on a marathon. Straight up. We going on a marathon, you feel me? Because when it's all said and done, ain't nobody going to bring 60K for me. Ain't nobody going to hand deliver that. Ain't nobody going to vacuum seal that. Ain't nobody going to wrap that. Ain't nobody going to ship that to me. No, you got to be a go-getter. You got to go out and go get it. When it's all said and done, a lot of these dudes, they be getting all these women, guess what? They be getting their heart broke and they give up on life. They be going to the courts, they be going through divorce, they be on child support, and then they give up on life. Then they got bad attitudes. So sometimes, trust and believe, when you grinding, and the fact that you probably ain't getting no woman, that's a good thing. Because what that means is now it's no excuse. Now you can really run it up. And I'm going to say this again. Now there's no excuse. Now you can really run it up. See, a lot of people, they be having excuses. They be like, oh, I would have done this, but I invested in her. Invested in her? When it's all said and done, you guys have to understand. They're strangers. Always remember that. They are strangers. Listen, they look good, but remember, you don't know them. Every step of the way, as a man out on your own, do not get down over a stranger that you didn't know last year. Do not get down over a stranger that you didn't know last month. You feel me? You guys have to understand, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. You are a blessing. Your life serves a purpose. And if nobody is going to tell you your life serves a purpose, I just want to let you know that your life serves a purpose. Listen, you're valuable. You're valuable. You feel me? And moving out of your mother house, you got to understand there's no going back. There's no returning. Once you leave the nest, it's over. And I'm going to say this again. Once you leave the nest, it's over. There's no returning. It's over. You feel me? You a made man now. You made now. You done left the nest now. It's time to fly now. You an eagle now. You feel me? And I'm going to say this again. You a made man. You left the nest. It's time to fly with the eagles. Take off and never look back. Take off, never look back. Me, listen, I'm in Phoenix. I got to put up numbers in Phoenix. I got to go game 7 in Phoenix. I got to hold it down in Phoenix. I got to run it up in Phoenix. I can't quit in Phoenix. I can't stay down in Phoenix. I can't fall in love in Phoenix. This is not my end game. Shout out to Phoenix. I love it. I'll probably always have an apartment here, but this is not my end game. I cannot fall in love in Phoenix. I cannot get down in Phoenix. I cannot throw up in a huddle any given Sunday. Willie Beebe in Phoenix. Follow the wordplay. Listen, I cannot get down in Phoenix. I cannot give up in Phoenix. I cannot get nervous. I cannot throw up in a huddle. I cannot Willie Beebe in Phoenix any given Sunday. Shout out to all my guys out there. Remember, the concrete is always hiring. And I'm going to say this again. If you need a job, the concrete is always hiring. We ain't going to do it. We ain't going to do any, no diamonds right now because it's still early. We still prepping. Late start, you feel me? But when it's all said and done, we going live tonight. Got a video uploading called, you feel me? Can't take everybody to the top with you. We working. When it comes to my guys, FLS, I hope you guys see the work production, you feel me? And to me, I feel like, listen, that's what it's all about, you feel me? You know what I mean? Because anybody can run their mouth, but the question is, are you working? And I'm gonna say this again, anybody can run their mouth, but the question is, are you working? See, me, if I talk, that's me working. I create content. If I talk, I'm working. If I record, I'm working. If I upload, I'm working. And to me, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Like, I've been holding back so long on YouTube. I'm tired of holding back. Enough is over, man. It's literally time. It's time to attack. It's time to run it up. Like, it's time. Playtime is over. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody subscribing. Listen, what a time to be alive. And I'm going to say this again. What a time to be alive. They want men to feel down. They want men to feel insecure. Listen, it's a lot of women out here. It's a lot of love out here. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. From Phoenix all the way to San Diego. Let go of my ego. You feel me? She gonna move when I say so. All the way to Detroit. You feel me? We gonna fire off like a piston. You feel me? All the way to Buffalo. We gonna make sure the bills are paid. You feel me? When it's all said and done, shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Green Bay. When it's all said and done, we gonna keep it G with you. Get it? We gonna keep it G with you. Follow the wordplay. We gonna fly high. Shout out to Baltimore. We gonna fly high like Ravens. And I'm gonna say this again. We gonna fly high like Ravens. You feel me? The Mustangs, we gonna rev it up. Shout out to Indianapolis like the Colts. We in the building. This is our NFL. This is our league. This is our first round draft pick. We're content creators now. And I'm gonna say this again. We're content creators now. This is our league. We don't gotta watch the NFL. No, we live stream. This is our touchdown. This is our pick six interception. Mr. Keep It Simple, he was feeling tired. Mr. Keep It Simple, he was feeling a little down. Mr. Keep It Simple, he did 3 lives last night, but Mr. Keep It Simple came back with the pick six prime time touchdown. That's what it's all about, baby. Keep working out. I'm on the way to the gym. Got to get it in. I'm on the way to the gym. And that's another thing too. Keep eating, keep gaining on the daily. Get the gains up. Once you get the gains up, you're going to realize life is beautiful. Get your pain up and get the gains up. And I'm going to say this again, get your pain up and get the gains up. Pain is a part of life. You got to enjoy that pain. You feel me? When I do diamond push-ups, I be putting in that pain. I be putting in that work. When I do pull-ups, I be putting in that pain. I be putting in that work. But then when I hit the record button and I see myself, you feel me, in the reflection of myself, I be like, yo, working out, it really be paying off. You feel me? Fitness, I told you guys, they can't stop the fitness. Instagram, you name it, whatever, they can't stop the fitness. YouTube, they can't stop the fitness. You feel me? Like, when it's all said and done, we got to learn how to monetize off our hobbies. So if I do these diamond push-ups, I got to monetize these diamond push-ups. When it's all said and done, they can't stop the fitness in the building. FLS. Thank you guys for your support. I'm stepping out as a full-time YouTuber. We don't know what's around the corner, but whatever's around the corner, thanks for your support. Shout out to the FLS. Shout out to the ecosystem. Shout out to my guys. We in the building. And I'm going to say this again. Shout out to the FLS. Shout out to the ecosystem. Shout out to the guys. We in the building. You feel me? Round 1, early. And I could get it to you like 10 in the morning, man. And I could get it to you like 11 in the morning, man. You feel me? I could get it to you like before 12 p.m., man. You feel me? We out here. On the grind. In the desert at that. And I'm going to say this again. We on the grind. In the desert at that. Putting in that work. You feel me? So to all you guys out there that's feeling a little down, that's the beauty of being a YouTuber. You got people that rock with you. You got people that support you. Go tap in with your people, you feel me? And that's a beautiful feeling. Shout out to the internet. It really all brought us together. And I'm gonna say this again, shout out to the internet, to everybody that's like-minded. It brought us together, you feel me? You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. What a time to be alive. Stand up. We in a building. I'm about to start my day. Video uploading, another live dropping tonight. We putting in that work, because if not, you will get left behind. And I'm gonna say this again, if you don't put in that work, you're gonna get left behind. Stop listening to voices in your mind that you need a stranger. Stop listening to voices in your mind that you need a crew. Stop listening to voices in your head that you need a frat. Stop listening to voices in your head that you need somebody to have your back. Stop listening to voices in your head that you need a gang. Stop listening to voices in your head that you need somebody to give you validation before you do your thing. No. No, absolutely not. 10 toes down, we in the building. Earn everything, beg for nothing. Shout out to all you guys that donated. You donated on your own. That's what it's all about. Earn everything, beg for nothing. Crazy. Crazy time right now with the internet. Crazy time right now how we literally could turn a record button on and just go to work. And it's crazy how a lot of us, we got depressed because we lost our jobs. It's crazy how a lot of us, we lost motivation because we got fired when all we had to do was go to work. And then while we have a job, all we got to do is create content on the side. So if anything ever happened to us, we good. As a man, you got to have a plan B for a plan B, a plan C for a plan C, a plan D for a plan D, a plan E for a plan E. Like, you got to double down. You got to double down. If the battleship get rocked, if something happened, if invisible grenades come, if we get blitzed, if we get blindsided, it's okay because we got this. You feel me? When it's all said and done, listen, have a plan B for a plan B. Shout out to all my guys. Shout out to the FLS family. We turning up. And I'm going to say this again. Shout out to all my guys. Shout out to the FLS family. We turning up. At times, emotions, they can feel real, but they're not real. And I'm gonna say this again, emotions at times, they can feel real, but they not real. I never imagined that I'll be going live right now. Woke up, felt a little froggy, but I still took the leap. Follow the wordplay. Woke up, felt a little froggy, but I still took that leap. You gotta take that leap of faith, man. God loves you, remember that. So if this world doesn't love you, remember God loves you and he created this world. So listen, the creator loving you, that's all that matters. His kids loving you, who's to say they believe in God? They're probably atheists. So with that being said, God loves you. That's the only thing that matters. God loves you. Nobody's underneath you. Nobody's above you. And that's heartfelt. God loves you. Nobody's beneath you. Nobody's above you. Stay blessed. Let it breathe.